Good morning, everyone. You're walking through a shopping plaza, looking for a new pair of jeans. Walk into one store and see that they're selling for $20. You walk into another store and you see that they're selling their $60 pair of jeans for $20. Which feels better to buy? As consumers, we are drawn in by the formerly $60 pair of jeans. But why? As Tracy Forbes comments from Sometimes We Want Prices to Fool Us, it may be a decent deal to buy that item, but seeing something marked down, it entices me. It's a rush. This rush that consumers desire are what companies take advantage of with the use of sales. Today, I'll reveal how deceptive sales can be, both harming consumers and forcing companies to use sales. By informing you on how companies draw us in, we can become more conscious about how we buy, and hopefully, give our money to the companies that don't take us for idiots. First, I'll tell you what sales are in our minds, then how some companies take advantage of that definition, and how sales can also hurt other companies. First, we need to find out what we believe sales are. Whenever we see them, they're either during large promotional events like grand openings or grand closings, or large infrequent events during specials like holidays or anniversaries, which are just certain days out of the year, or seasons like Halloween, Christmas, summer, fall, or other promotions that seem to be store-specific. All of these, while being different events, have items that are either specifically available only at that time, or sold at a lower price than usual because of that event. Thus, we believe that sales are events in which items are especially low in price. The event dictating how low the price goes. We don't care to check for a reason for the low prices since it's already advertised and emphasized throughout the entire store in which you are buying. Notice that some stores seem to be constantly on sale. That's because we're not going to wait until huge events or certain days to buy certain items, so businesses use scattered sales because it is described in retail pricing strategy and consumer choice under price uncertainty. Consumers choose the more consistent lower prices than those that have large infrequent sales. We don't check to see why there's a sale. We just assume that since there's a sale, there's reason behind the sale. However, this is how companies entrap us, by using sales to hide behind fluctuating item prices. As written in Written Logically, Thinking Critically, sometimes people use abstractions, evasive language, consciously or unconsciously, to confuse, distort, conceal, avoid, in short, manipulate others. Companies do this exact same thing with sales. As written by Bill Stinson, a person who writes books on selling, any action we take, or any move we make, that is not done with the intention of empowering, enabling, or encouraging our buyer is to move one step closer to a purchase is wasted energy. We can only do the things that we do in our process so that they will do the things they need to do in their process. Every action by companies is planned and calculated to get the largest amount of consumers or profit. However, there are some companies that don't want to have sales, and removing them has very bad consequences. Recently, JCPenney had many changes, one of which was the removal of sales, instead promising the lowest prices. However, this plan backfired, JCPenney's profits dropping by 25% by 2015-13, and still not fully being recovered. That's because consumers infer that they get a great deal based on a reference point provided by a higher pre-sale price. Without an anchor, consumers have trouble determining whether the store is actually giving them a good deal, as written by Clifford and Berg. When businesses have sales, they have some way to show a before and after in prices. However, JCPenney didn't have that, only promising the lowest prices. Once again, from the price uncertainty, retail choice is experience-based. You can only rely on prices encountered before. Going back to what we think of sales, we assume that there's a reason behind the lower prices. There is no reason behind JCPenney's lower prices. We trust other stores because we believe there's a reason behind it. We just can't trust JCPenney because they simply say they have the lowest prices. Bottom line is, sales are manipulative and businesses are stuck with them. By using sales to confuse or to fool consumers by taking advantage of our definition of sales, companies are able to continue this vicious cycle of their sales mentality. Sales that are created for no better reason than for even more money are purposely manipulative and dangerously effective. Even businesses that don't even want to deal with sales can't do away with them or they'll lose the competition. Next time, take a better look at the price tags that you see when you go out shopping. You might just get a sweet deal on a pair of jeans. Thank you.